Good morning. We just pulled into Georgetown, Grand Cayman. We should be anchoring any minute now. And we're just waking up. We're going to get ready because we have an excursion planned for today. So we have the Nautilus undersea tour with a reef snorkel attached to it. I believe it should just take place in the reefs right outside of the boat, right around here. And we're pretty excited. We love snorkeling, so we're just getting our swimsuits together and our snorkels ready so we can get onto our tender boats and get on the excursion. So we'll see you on the tenders. We just got off of the ship. We're onto a tender boat and we're headed to our Nautilus tour and our reef snorkel. It's too far. It's just too far away. I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah. Just gonna touch the butt. Just touch the butt. Alright, here we go. We are stepping off the tender, going down this ramp, and we're almost there. And we're in Grand Cayman. There's our ship. Alright, so this is the port area. There's a few little knickknack stores and actually quite a few jewelry stores. But we're walking through it to get to the shuttle to take us to our Nautilus boat. Right here. Alright, just like that, we are off the tender, right onto a bus, and headed to our Nautilus ship. Wait, that was it?
That did not take long.
It's not. That bus ride wasn't even 5 minutes. So we're getting off the bus and we're gonna head to the Nautilus ship. Here it is. That is so weird. Yeah, the water is super clear. I love it.
I know.
Yeah, so the bus picked us up right there and drove us this far. It was maybe 2 minutes. Maybe. It took us longer to get on and off the bus, I think.
Can you see when you get down there? Lobster. On the right, on the right. Just waiting. He knows it's not lobster season, so he can come and say hello. If they send you to the back of the boat, the guy down there who we talking to, his name's Brandon. Say to him, Brandon, can we see the lobster, please?
Okay. Alright, we just got to our seats on the Nautilus boat. It was about a dozen steps to get in, nothing too crazy, but we're already seeing fishes and we haven't even taken off yet, so that's super fun. So cool. And everyone's kind of running around the boat, looking, looking, and we're actually just seeing what we can see. I don't know if you can see them. The colors are much more vibrant in person. Alright, we should be headed off soon, and we're going to show you what we see. So this is kind of interesting. They're sending a diver in to feed the fish. And here he is. It's so cool because you can see all the fish at once. It's actually kind of weird though, because you would think that you wouldn't want them feeding the fish, but it is kind of cool to see all of the fish swimming all around at once. Oh, now he's going under the boat.
For the fish.
Alright, so the Nautilus part of our tour is over, so we're actually on top of the same boat, looking directly at the Disney Magic, and we're gonna get off and snorkel with these people.
It's better. Sit down.
And then just fall in?
No, that's what.
Alright, we're back on the shuttle, taking us back to the ship. That was a lot of fun. We'll talk about it a little bit more later. I think for now we're just going to wander around the little knick-knack shops in the port and then head back to the ship and take a shower and get ready for dinner. Maybe we'll do some trivia if we have time, but we'll see what happens. Alright, let's talk about the excursion for a minute.
I had more fun on that excursion than I thought.
Yeah, I definitely didn't think we'd have as much fun on that excursion as we would. But it was a lot of fun. We started off, we took a bus ride to the boat ramp, which was not very long.
I know, it was like 2 or 3 minutes tops.
And then we got onto the boat, which it was about 12 steps to get down into the glass viewing area.
Which wasn't
it didn't seem that bad.
It wasn't bad at all, no.
And it did have a restroom and a water cooler, so if you're like us and need water, that was very useful for us.
Although we always bring water, so
Yes.
we're on top of that. And then,
yeah, it was a really nice boat. It was pretty old, so it did have some, you know, rips and tears, some algae growing on it, but overall,
the upkeep seemed like it was really good. It wasn't leaking or anything like that. They said the windows were double paned windows, and it did have a slight magnification, like 10%, just so that the fish were like really in focus because it was underwater and a double pane glass. And they took us through several shipwrecks, but it was a little cloudy and murky that day, so you couldn't see 100% of everything. So I don't think we actually got footage of all of that. And then they provide the snorkeling equipment and the fins and the vesty thingy that you have
life
to
vest.
Yeah, that you have to wear when you're out snorkeling with them. We had our own mask and our own snorkels, so clearly we were identifiable everywhere we were, because at one point we kind of got in trouble for really being too far from the ship.
Oh well.
But exactly.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We snorkeled for probably a half an hour.
Easily half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. It was a good long time.
Yeah, we basically did a whole lap around our boat.
And the reef
and
that
the
we're
reef.
sitting next to. We were almost about halfway back to the magic itself. It was pretty fun. Because when I swam back to the boat, she was kind of behind me, and when the guy was helping me with my stuff and to help me up the ladder, he says, "You two were kind of too far out." And I'm like, "Yeah, maybe."
Oh well.
Exactly. But he said it was okay, because clearly we knew, you know, we were swimming, we were fine, there wasn't any distress or anything like that. And he did have a diver in the water, so if we needed help, it was available.
Yeah. So I think overall that tour was a lot of fun.
It was, and I don't think it was that expensive.
It wasn't expensive, and there also wasn't a ton of people on that particular tour. I will say when we were snorkeling, it did feel people soupy. There was a lot of people in the water because there was a few other excursions out there.
Right.
I was kind of having to watch out to make sure we weren't running into other people while we were swimming, which that was kind of a bummer. So I think for us next time, now that we've done this one, we may try a different reef. If we do go back to Grand Cayman, we'll
Maybe
probably
the turtles.
We'll probably try snorkeling somewhere else, just so that way we don't have to deal with the super crowdedness. But since we had never been to Grand Cayman, we just kind of wanted to do something through Disney that was reliable.
Exactly. We might go third party next time. We'll see.
We'll see. And then when we got off the tour, we just wandered the port area. We didn't do anything super crazy.
No, there's a
We
couple
just
of
wandered the knick-knack stores.
Knickknacks, little clothing stores for beach cover-ups and that type of thing. A few jewelry stores. And then walk back to the tender to get back on the ship.
Yeah. So we had a good time in Grand Cayman.
Yeah.
All right, back to the video. All right, now it's time for dinner at Lumieres. Alrighty, so for our first appetizer course, we got the fried brie. We both wanted to try it, so we have 2 portions. Next up, Mom has French onion soup. It looks so delicious. Looks as you would expect. Alright, for our main course, we have the Chateaubriand roasted steak. It looks so good. And keeping up with the theme of the night, Mom also has the steak, and we both have sauces tonight, so that's super fun. And I can't wait to dig in and let you know how this is. Alright, for dessert, I have a slice of the opera cake, which looks so good. And then I also have one of the Grand Marnier souffles. which was recommended to us by our server. This also looks so yummy. And then Mom has the apple tart tatin, which looks gooey and delicious. All right, so let's talk about dinner. So we started out with, we both had the deep fried brie.
Which was phenomenal.
It was very good, worth the hype.
Ooey gooey and yummy.
And then you had the French onion soup.
I did. It was a hair salty for me. But I think overall French onion soup is almost always salty. I'm not sure why, because onions themselves aren't salty. But it was a little on the salty side. But it was still good.
And then for our entrees, we both had the Chateaubriand
Strip steak.
Steak.
With potatoes au gratin, and I think it was green beans.
Mm-hmm. It was delicious. We had sauce today, so that was a bonus for us.
Exactly.
And
then there was dessert.
The dessert, we had opera cake. I loved the opera cake. It did have a strong coffee flavor, so if that's something you're not a big fan of, then maybe stay away from it. But I didn't mind it, and I'm not a huge coffee person, but I don't mind the taste of coffee. It's just not my favorite.
Yeah.
And then we had a Grand Marnier souffle. That was delicious. For me personally, I'm more of a chocolate person, so I would opt for the opera cake over the Grand Marnier souffle next time. But we got both just because we wanted to try it. And that's, kind of the beauty of cruising with Disney is like, you can order basically whatever you want.
Exactly.
If you want to just try something, you can order it. And it's not going to cost you anything.
Right. The servings are small enough that even if you only eat half, you're still fine. I had the apple tartan.
Tart tatin,
yes. Could have used some ice cream, but that's me. I'm an ice cream kind of person. But it was really good. The apples were fresh, tasty, still a little crisp with a little bite to them, not soggy like they could have been almost applesauce. It was really good. I did have a bite of the opera cake. It did have a heavy coffee flavor for me, and I just don't like coffee. I'm definitely a teetotaler. The souffle actually had a really good flavor. It was very yummy. Very creamy.
All right. I think that's it.
All right.
All right. We're back at the room. Let's see what our towel animal is. It's a turkey?
Or a peacock.
Hang on.
Let's get a close
Camera slipped. It's either a turkey or a peacock. It's so cute though.
I think it's a turkey. I think.
We're going with turkey.
Yeah, we're going with turkey. Definitely a turkey.
It's so cute.
It's actually really adorable.
It's got so many feathers.
All fluffed up in the back. It's got cute little nose.
All right, I think that's it for tonight. We will see you in the next video. Good night.